Hi, beautiful people. I am Constance. I want to talk to you about energy medicine and the way that we can work with our body systems to create healing, alignment, and a more fulfilling life. I want to talk today about gratitude and its power in your body. I do a lot of manifestation journaling and intentional journaling, and I do that because before I even get out of bed. So I get out of bed. I don't get out of bed. I will the minute I wake up, as soon as I'm actually sitting up, I will grab my journal and I do some guided journaling that I have several different journals that I've used throughout over the last 2 years. I actually do journal every single day. And I found it to be super powerful in that it really gets your mind set on the things that you are intending to move forward with throughout the day. And so it sets a rhythm, and it sets the first. So I'm working on a journal process right now. That's a 369 journaling. The first three journal prompts are gratitude, or I am grateful for. And so the gratitude, it immediately puts your body in this place where you think about the things that bring you peace. You think about the things that bring you into alignment with happiness and joy. And being grateful and being in this energy of gratitude, it puts a filter, and for lack of a better word, it puts a rose-colored filter on your transactions and interactions throughout the day, because you're setting you're setting your mind to be looking at things from, rather than a critical, which the mind naturally is a filtration system. So being critical is a default. And when you set your day intentionally, starting out with three things that you're grateful for, immediately you get this heart opening, and you start to bring this energy into your field of I'm grateful for stuff. So you see things in a spirit of gratitude, but it also brings things into your field that, as you perceive things and you're grateful for them, more things come into your field. That's just how that works. It's like whatever filter you use, that's how you see things. So if you start off your day with gratitude, then that will filter your entire day with gratitude. And so then I do 6 things that I am manifesting. So I am manifesting amazing conscious community with people that I enjoy, who align with me spiritually. I am manifesting perfect health. My body is in amazing shape, and I feel great about how I look and feel every day. But I like to do those, I am manifesting statement. I don't do those aspirationally, they're not in the future. They are present tense, as if they're already happening, even if they're not happening. Because what we want to start doing is working in this quantum field. So when you work in the quantum field, it doesn't actually know that it's not already happening. As you're reprogramming your mind, and this works really well with microdose. Microdose, one of the things that works beautifully with microdose is doing this type of journaling, because microdose gives you this ability to look at things from a different perspective. And they show that you can have neuroplasticity while using microdose, or psilocybin, or any psychedelic. And so when you're using it in a small dose, then you go and you sit and you do your journaling, your mind actually doesn't know, the body and mind don't have a sense of time, or when you're writing about things, if you write them about the present tense, your mind is it's taking that in like it's a program. Think of it as downloading a program onto your phone, or downloading an app onto your phone, or updating an app. It just takes the download. The phone doesn't start thinking well, do I like this? Am I going to work with this? It just accepts the download. And so that's what we want to do. That's the idea. And then the last 9 statements, so we're doing 369. 3 is I'm thankful for. 6 statements that I am manifesting in the present tense. And then 9 statements that are I am. And I am is really, really powerful because I am is the Saint Germain violet flame statement. I am is very powerful. And the I am is this idea of the fact that we can embody anything that we choose because we are a creator, right? So when you make an I am statement, it is extremely powerful in terms of, like, if we're talking about the idea of manifesting, this creates a statement, bold statement, that you are marking it. It's like setting a flag in a country. Like, I am claiming this as mine. Of course, that's not good to do in other people's countries. We've learned this, but you can do it for yourself. You can claim whatever it is that you so choose. So I am love. I am divine wisdom. I am deep intuition. I am, you can go wherever you want to go with it. One thing that I do recommend, obviously, is, take some time with yourself. And if you're starting a new journal, or you're just starting to try and do a journal practice, start to explore what are the things that are important for me. And I'll share with you guys that when I started journaling, I was still really focused on material things because I was worried about my money and my finances. And, these are things that are very relevant. They're important. But what I realized was that when I was trying to get really specific and put down all these timelines and benchmarks for financial goals that I wanted to have with my business and stuff like this, as I started journaling more, I realized that it was out of alignment with my actual values, which are family, relationships, and I started to have to shift what I was writing about. So I started writing more about my relationship with my daughter and my health, and, doing things that felt, in integrity and alignment with who I am. And so those were the things I started journaling about. And the thing is, the finance will come. The universe does not want us to be in poverty. That is not the desire. That is not how we're meant to live. Poverty mentality is very, very tragic. And there's so many people, even with money, who live in poverty mentality. And then, of course, there are people who are struggling with incredible financial burden, or trials and tribulations. So especially now outside of US, but definitely in the US too. And our cost of living is no joke. I mean, it's very obvious. This is a source of fear and frustration for people. But to shift the energy, we all have to decide what's important. And so I was like, well, I'm going to assume that if I'm in alignment with my highest self, that the money will appear. And obviously, when I was really sick with cancer, I didn't know what kind of work I was going to be able to return to. And I'll share with you guys, I used to work a lot. I worked long hours, and I worked, very demanding jobs. And I don't have the physical stamina to do that anymore. In fact, a lot of the time that I do devote is things that I do to maintain my emotional, mental, spiritual health, so that I can maintain my physical health. And that's the type of thing that I'm trying to talk to people about, because they're not separate. They're all together. And so if you're interested in finding out more about a journal practice, drop me a line, because I'd love to talk to you about it. I also have I have a journal that I've been working on, but I've had a lot of other projects. But I do have some pages that you can download if you want to try the journal practice that I'm talking about. I'm working on publishing a journal through Amazon with a friend of mine who's an amazing artist, but it's not done yet. We've both had a lot on our plate, but it's a fun project that we're working on, and I can't wait till it's done to share everything with everybody. But now I also want to do a clearing, because I'm into it, and I'd like to do a clearing. I think I want to do a clearing around false beliefs that you cannot false beliefs that we can't manifest what it is that we want and so desire, that we have to go out and get the things that we want and desire, that getting like connecting with our deepest desires is unattainable, or it's only in the future. So what we want to do is step into those things now. So we're clearing this energy, and I'm using an amethyst pendulum, and we're going counterclockwise. And so I want you to breathe in deeply if you want to connect with this energy. Breathe in deeply, and we're going to clear this energy that it's hard to get the things that I desire, that the things that I desire are in the future. We are dissolving this false programming and false belief that everything that I want is in the future. And I am going to assert and demand and command that the deepest desires of my heart are present. They are ready for me, and I am stepping into them. Take a deep breath, and I'm going to keep on spinning that. It's getting caught on my nail. My deepest desires. I am in the vibration of my deepest desires. I am in the vibration of my deepest desires. I am in the vibration of my deepest desires. I embody the vibration of my deepest desires. I am worthy of bringing in everything that I need without struggle. We're going to do that. I am worthy of bringing in everything that I need and everything that I desire without struggle. I dissolve and release all false beliefs and all false matrix programs that I can't have what I want, that I'm trapped, that I'm a prisoner of my own life. Dissolve and release this. I just got this amethyst pendulum. I'm already in love with it. All right. So we're gonna let that integrate and heal. I'm gonna keep that going. So what I'm doing with this pendulum is a little bit of reiki, it's a little bit of affirmations, it's a little bit of crystal healing. And also I'm hoping that you've watched this to the end, because it's a little bit of collective consciousness as we all move towards these new understandings that our mind and body health are our own responsibility, and we take more agency in that. We're given more power to also create change, and the more people that get on board with those type of beliefs, it becomes a critical mass and becomes part of the collective conscious. So this is an energy that people are moving towards. It embraces a lot of these ideas of of Eastern medicine, and also, looking at what is it that I can do every day to be a practitioner of good health. And some of that, I'm telling you guys, is getting the mind reprogrammed to a healthier state. You cannot move forward without absolutely reprogramming your mind. And so when I do this pendulum work, it's reprogramming. When I'm talking about journaling, it's reprogramming. And so I hope that all made sense. I hope that you feel a little bit of release. I'm feeling actually like a heart opening. So if you want to breathe into your heart, I also have a series that I'm working on that is a series of Microdose 101. So I've had a lot of people reach out and have some interest in finding out more about how they get started, potentially microdosing. They want to learn more, but I've been really busy. I work as a nurse, And I also have been doing a lot of content. I do a lot of travel and I do a lot of writing. And so it's hard for me to take the time to get onto the phone with everybody that I need to, although I will set up a way that people can contact me in a very succinct way and start promoting that. But I'm working on a coursework, and it'll be 12 short videos that would be basically the same things that I would talk to you about on the phone. We would discuss if we were able to get on the phone. It's a really good place to start. It's not going to be expensive, and it's going to be something that is educational, informational, and it's a really good foundational block. Like if you know nothing about microdosing or using psychedelics in your daily wellness and mindfulness practice, it will give you a foundation to work from. So I think it's going to be, I'm very excited about it, and I hope that it will be helpful to people. But I'm actually going out of town for 3 days up into the mountains, and I will be doing the filming there and putting the content together, which is pretty much done, but it will be available the first week of July. So I can't wait to share that with you. I hope that this clearing was helpful. If you're interested in receiving the downloads of the 369 journal, I will put those attachments on my YouTube and on my Instagram link tree. So take a look for those, and bye for now.